Alright, and we're back. I thought we were, I thought I had finished up all the questions, but I found that I suddenly realized that I missed a question. I missed a question, one last question, and it is from T Greymaster 107. She asked me, what animes would you recommend to people you know if they want to start watching anime? Like, to get people started. That's what she said. Okay. What animes would I suggest? Okay, the basics, like, I don't know, the basic ones would be like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. She's told me she's watched that. Naruto, uh, One Piece would be okay, I guess. I don't watch the show. Uh, those are starter. Inuyasha is another starter one. The first, not FMA Brotherhood, but Full Metal Alchemist is a good starter as well. Uh, I'm not going to try to suggest, but honestly, T Gray, if you're watching, I am not the person to go to ask for anime, because if you haven't, I'm not the person to ask for starting out for animes. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not big on anime these days. Let's be honest, okay? No offense, T Gray, but if go talk to Ziploc Bloody. He'll probably suggest a lot of good animes for you. Or go talk to one of his other friends on Real Talk Anime Real Talk TV, like Rodney383 and a few other of those guys. They'll probably give you some good starter anime right there, T-Gray. So thank you for that question, and I'm sorry I completely missed that question when I was doing through the Q&As. My apologies again. And let's get on to the extras. Now, for those who are thinking what I'm about to do is copying off of Mount Vernon Kid, no, I did not. I did not copy off of him. In fact, I asked him if I could do this, and he said it was all right. In fact, he wanted people to do more of. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm going to be doing questions of the week, questions that you guys can answer. You guys can answer these questions, and I'm going to do 4 people. 4 people I'm going to ask personal questions to. And I asked him if I could do this, and he said, yeah. I asked Chris, Mount Vernon Kid, if I could do this, and he said, yeah, it'd be cool. So let's get on with the questions of the week first. Alright, so here they are. First question of the week is, if someone you knew and loved came back as a Black Lantern, and you had a power ring yourself, would you be willing to put them back in the ground? Okay, that's the first question. I'm only going to ask about 5 personal questions. So that was the first one. Second one is, what are you guys' favorite genres of music? Me, it's mostly metal, but I'm all open to other music. The third question is, what was your favorite Elseworld story? What are your favorite DC Elseworld stories? That was number 3. Yeah, I said 5. 4. Number 4. Fourth question is, would you take the Gem of Sidorak and become the next Juggernaut? Would you guys be willing to do that? In order to save someone you knew, someone you cared about, and in order to save their life, someone's making you do this, would you take the Gem of Sidorak and become Juggernaut? That was number 4, okay. I gotta remember this. Number 5 is, what armor, which of Iron Man's armors would you like to use? Which armors, like the Hulkbuster, the Aqua armor, the Stealth armor, which one of Tony Stark's armors would you like to put on and fly around or use or pilot, So those are the questions of the week right there. What's the next ones? Okay, now I'm going to select 4 people out of, randomness and ask them 4 personal questions, 4 personal questions to them. and to only them. You know, the rules work as the same way as they do with Chris's Q&A. These are just for them, for these 4 people. All right. And remember, guys, I'm not ripping off Mount Vernon Kid. I asked him if I could do this, and he said it was okay. Anyway, so here we go. And speaking of Chris, we're going to start with Mr. Mount, with the kid. Start with you, Chris. All right. Your first question is, what did you like the story arc, the Superman story arc, Reign of the Superman, and what do you think should have happened? What do you think? That's your question. Did you like Reign of the story arc, Reign of the Superman, and what do you think? Did you have any ideas of what should have happened? Right there. So there you go. So that's your first question. Your second question is, werewolves or vampires? Which one do you like more, werewolves or vampires? Your third question is, if you got bombarded by the cosmic rays, the same cosmic rays that turned the Fantastic Four into it turned the team into the Fantastic Four, and you were the one instead of Ben Grimm who became the Thing, would you be willing to live out the rest of your life as, you know, the Thing? How would you deal with that? How would you deal being the Thing? And your final question is, all right, this is a question you asked me, but I'm gonna give you a different version of it. Which of one of these 2 swords would you want to use? Soul Calibur or Tetsaiga? Which one of those swords would you want? Now we're going to move on to Victor. Ziploc Bloody, right there. I'm talking to you, man. Your questions are, what was the, as a kid growing up, what was your favorite anime? Yeah, as a kid, what was, like, one anime you always loved watching? Okay. Your second question is, did you ever watch the show, this cartoon show? Well, not really. It was computer animated, like Beast Wars was. Did you ever watch the show Starship Troopers Roughnecks? Did you ever watch that show? Fourth question is, what would you do if you had Superman's powers? Would you use them for your own purposes? Would you try to rescue people? Would you try to be a hero, villain? Here you go. I think that was that was the third question. Your fourth question is, if you could go into the Image universe, if you can go into the Image Comics universe, what superheroes would you like to meet and talk with? Like, what superheroes from the Image universe would you like to sit down and have talks with? So there you go, Victor, my friend. Zip. Who's next? Oh yes, T-Ray. T-Ray, these 4 questions are for you. And you only. T-Ray. This is a question I've always wanted to know. Have you ever wanted to do music videos out of El Tigre? Because you've done 100 videos all about El Tigre. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but have you ever wanted to do... I'm just curious. Have you ever wanted to do videos outside of El Tigre, like music videos outside of El Tigre? So there's your first question. Your second one is, have you... what got you into El Tigre? There's another one for you. What got you into that show? Third question is, what was your third question? Oh yeah. Oh, I just totally lost it. I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh yes. I'm just gonna play by. Let's see. What if you could wield one sword out of out of any time period or any game or manga or anime or whatever, out of anywhere, what sword would you want to have? And your fourth question is, would you like to, if you could, would you live in Metropolis, home of Superman? Alright, there you go. Hope you enjoyed those questions, T. Gray. And finally, we come down to Stings. Stings. That's right, man. You're the next one in line. And your four questions are: who would win in a battle between who would win a fight between Dark Ace from Stormhawks and Nightmare from Soul Calibur? Your next question is, do you think the Sentry is really dead? That's your next question. Do you really think he's dead or just gone forever? I'm hoping he's dead. What about you? The third question is, what do you think it would have been like if the story arc that happened in the World War Hulks series that turned all the Marvel superheroes into Hulks, what do you think it would have been like if it affected the Stormhawks universe? Now, one of my friends did fan art for that. He made hulked out versions of the Stormhawk characters. He showed me to him once. It was really cool. And I'm just wondering what it would have been like if the Stormhawks characters all got turned into Hulks. And your fourth question, Stings, is would you have liked to, if you were a Spartan, do you think you could, in a Spartan like in Halo, do you think you could have survived the fall of the planet Reach? So there you go, Stings. I hope you enjoy those questions, and to the other four people I asked those four questions to, and only those people I asked those questions to can answer those questions. So there you go, guys. Alright, so there's going to be one more other thing. That was the other bonus, but there's a second bonus that I'm going to announce in the and I think you guys are going to like this. A lot of you guys are going to like this. I'm going to leave it as a surprise. So I'll see you all then. Alright, this is Deadpoolzilla, and I hope you enjoyed this Q&A, and stay tuned for something what's coming next.